I don't care if you're trying to get your old rig to work because you got some old, outdated footage porn. If you smash that like button. Welcome to Black and Black Times Infinity, the dankest podcast on the internet. We are two men in it today, and yeah, it's your boy Old Ninja being your interim host, and with me tonight we have the one and only DJ of the network, Cronus.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This is the another Swan song for another Infinity base. I think this is like the fourth one I've been through since we started the podcast. So yeah, moving this weekend, and you'll see a new background next week on the live stream.
Damn. Fourth one? Has it really been four?
Yeah, we started in Hayward, then went to San Leandro, then went to Hayward again, then we moved here. So
Oh yeah, so that is four. I feel like there was was there an Intrium one for a second?
yeah,
Like,
at my brother's place. Yeah.
okay, yeah. Actually, we did it was me and Prodigy for like my first Comic Con. We did it from my cousin's house. We did our it was an interview with Kaz and Bar, and we did an audio interview from like the extra bedroom. It was awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
And yeah, the acoustics were nice. I literally did. I set it up in really like simple stuff. Like I just used the basic like audio stuff that it had, and I still have the original audio on my laptop. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's funny, like digging through old stuff because I managed to pop my old rig open and just like a random stuff on there that I'm like, holy shit. Do you remember Real Player?
Yeah.
And like Real Player audio? I was like, what the fuck happened to this? Like, holy shit.
It's still
Like, is it? But there was Real Player files. Like Real Player had audio and video files. I don't think that file type is like well, I'm pretty sure they're ingratiated into like newer whatever, like media players or whatever. But like you don't get a real. I don't think there's a Real Player now. Like maybe.
There still is, but I don't think that the files aren't very prolific anymore. They're saying you're
Yeah.
Let me try and fix that for you.
Could be. Also, I have. So I know it's still around because I went and checked not too long ago. But Winamp, I had like Winamp and like a bunch of skins and shit for that shit. I was like, holy shit! I forgot how this shit even works. I had like copies of Morpheus, LimeWire.
Remember all that shit? Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to scrub that shit because that shit had hella viruses.
I was gonna say you're gonna you got the
That shit
computer hiv.
Yeah, so like with LimeWire, I knew what not to open. With Morpheus, people were cheating and like embedding shit in files. So if you ran it, or if you use a certain media player, like sometimes it would like try to offload some kind of bomb or some kind of virus and shit. But I just scrubbed the shit out of that. But I still had like the original file. And then I used to use the shit out of the MRIRC, and I had like a hacked version of the program.
I used to use that. I used to have my own channel there. And,
like. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. No, I would go to the Power channel, so you probably didn't see my handle in there, but I was probably in there lurking and taking files and dipping somewhere else. I remember I used to have I had my set channels. I had 6. I was at 6 up, and I would like downloading especially when internet speeds increased. I was downloading movies and MP3s when MP3s were like quote unquote or they weren't illegal, but they're definitely frowned upon.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get them to be illegal, and I was just like, I'd have that shit going, just like I like be doing homework and just have like my little script. I didn't even have a script running. I would just do this one where I would just like they had like a very easy command where you can just take everyone's like spare hard drive full of stuff. I just run that and be sitting there. Oh man, those are the days.
It used to take forever. I used to run my pirate channel out of the barracks when I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like
they didn't bust you for that.
They did a couple times, but we didn't give a fuck. So yeah, we just figured out better ways to hide it. I remember Comcast one time they gave us I got like a letter in the mail and it gave us like a long list of like everything that I pirated, and I was just fucking threw it away.
Damn, they got your ass. I never got any of those because I was downloading like crazy. And I think probably because we had a router, and I had a router that had like a it was like a Netgear one, but it had like it had like this masking tech in it. Like it would switch your IP like every now and then, and it would it had the like IP spoofing. And I guess at the time it was cool, but then they made that shit kind of illegal or like kind of like not okay. So I was like, oh shit, I had like the hookup.
Yeah, it's a little different when you're downloading compared to like when you're actually sourcing the
Oh yeah,
files.
yeah, 100%.
They were
But
not happy about that.
they were coming after people that were downloading. So basically, if you downloaded a lot and you had a certain amount, and then you repurposed it to everyone else, they would definitely like try to come after your ass. Like Metallica would show up to your door with fucking Lars try to eat you alive.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm jumping too far ahead. We normally got some our rounds. So do we have any stats? I know I give you some time to like set up real quick. So we have any stats
Yes,
for the week?
we do. My oldest is in the chat. My audio's still really low. So thank you for joining us. And listener of the week would be Tracy Wynn, or Trace Wynn, 96. Thank you very much for listening. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Is that a new person? Is that a new person? I'm loving that people find us randomly.
Yeah, it's always random. Like seeing the countries that people are listening to. We got 12 plays in Cape Town, so that's South Africa. I've not seen South Africa on the list.
Really? I thought we hit one a couple years ago. It was like one person too. Like that, I remember someone shot them out because, like, I think Old Ninja or Prodigy got real excited. Oh, speaking of which, Prodigy is stuck chasing turkeys because they made him like tar and feather a turkey, so he's got to catch a few of them. Stitch is also brooding on some statue somewhere, and Blue is still on the run from the chair throwing chick. I don't know how she finds him every week, but
it's not Almighty. It's All Might.
Yeah, so you just got Kronos and Old Ninjas for tonight. We may or may not be, a long cast, but we're here. We're here for y'all, for the people.
Just the day before Thanksgiving. If you're not traveling, you're probably just like sitting around, either cooking or probably getting drunk tonight. I'm actually drinking finally again after a few weeks.
Hold up. I thought you said you're waiting till after Thanksgiving.
No, I was gonna drink on Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna drink the day before just to make sure I don't die tomorrow, and then after tomorrow I'll be on break until probably Christmas. So
okay, so another 30-day type or 20 some odd day, 30-day like little thing.
Yeah, thinking about it, I probably should have just like kept drinking because I had all these VA appointments, and drinking like a lot kind of inflames my joints a little bit more. So I could have been like less range of motion. So, but it's all good. I went through a bunch of tests. I even had to go through like a sleep study. Nowadays, they just send you like a little fucking thing you put on your finger for a sleep study for sleep apnea. So
that's good. Instead of like putting a whole fucking Iron Man suit on you while you're sleeping. Yeah. So it works out fucking great.
Does work out great.
So I have no IRPs for this week. At least not that I missed, unless someone knows in the chat. Someone that may have passed, someone that we all, the public is well aware of. Well, not other than that, we're keeping it real. So, Cronus, you and Prodigy, we're talking about this today. So I have no knowledge of this thing going on here. It's about a particular person. I don't know if he's a political pundit. Apparently, he got owned. What's his name? Tim something.
Oh, Tim Pool.
Yeah, this guy. Who is this person? Why is he crying on this other podcast? Why is he getting? I guess he's some. Is he an alt-right or far-right pundit or something? He has some kind of podcast. What's going on with this person?
Yeah, he's like an alt-right person. He claimed that he was on the left before. It's just kind of political stuff. But anyway, he's like this really weird guy who got like all this money from various donors, and he has like a pretty big podcast. I'm not a big fan of his, and hold on, give me a sec. And he has like all these really weird takes, like about like when the school shooter first happened, like when the person like the neo-Nazi that shot up like some school, he said that it wasn't like he said it was a false flag or something like that when it first started. And he had like this one woman came on named Emma Vigeland and just kind of destroyed him like on his own podcast, talking about how, the guy that the neo-Nazi he was talking about was actually watching his podcast, and then actually in like his manifesto like mentioned his podcast of like required viewing, and it was just
God.
Yeah, and he got like super mad about it and was like, he just kind of lost his shit about it, and she just like mind ninja this dude, and then like, apparently like before the podcast even started, he was trying to like simp for this chick, and like showing her because like he has like this, he has like a legit compound, like he has like a way better setup than we do. He has like a bunch of money. He's probably like a functional millionaire, probably in the millions at this point. And he's like had like a thing of like sushi out and like was like trying to like show off all the stuff that he had, and she was just like, yeah, whatever, like let's just do the podcast. And it's just like it's sad.
He's trying to flex.
Yeah, he's trying to flex,
Oh
but it's
man.
like it's not how you don't flex on, you know, unless you like meet like a gold digger. Like most decent women, like they don't really give a shit about all this random bullshit that you might have, like the knives and the guns on your wall. Like nobody really
Yeah.
gives a shit. Like the only people that give a shit about that are like other dudes like you that are like kind of incel-ish. It's like
Yeah, your guns and your doomsday bunker, and they're coming for your guns, and they're taking away our rights.
yeah,
Those
that's
kind of people.
those kind of people are not. You're not getting quality women like with those sorts of views.
You know what?
Yeah.
I have to slightly disagree with you because I'm pretty sure there's a Candace Owen for people like that.
Are you calling her a quality woman?
Uh,
Because I'm not. I just want it on
you
the
know,
record.
so I mean, she's a very educated. She went to Yale. She's a well-spoken, educated woman. I know she has a couple businesses. I mean, she's not like she's not missing her teeth, and she can run a business, and she can speak well and balance a checkbook. I mean, she's not a cousin fucker. So
Who?
as far as I know,
Candace Owens?
yes.
But I mean, her views are,
Oh yeah. I don't agree with the
a
views, but I
serious
mean,
problem. Like,
I would say for that side of the ideology spectrum, that was a quality on that side.
oh, on that, yeah.
That's
But
right.
I mean, let's just be real. Like the dudes like that, like they're not gonna. I don't want to say it. I don't want. It's quite obvious, but I
Yeah,
don't want
I
to say
mean
it.
it is what it is. I mean, but you don't have to say it. I think it's heavily implied.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's people that are far right. Actually, I'm pretty sure people that are alt right or far right, they've probably said some stuff on our comments already that we've either just ignored or just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know that whole like sphere of people are just they're kind of crazy. There's like a lot of cognitive dissonance going on in that side. Like I don't get it. Like I'll just for instance like when it comes to like the Israeli thing, like they are super pro-Israeli when it comes to like killing innocent Palestinians, but then they will have anti-Semites like on their shows, and it's like,
Mm.
well, which side are you really on? I mean, like you can't have Nick Fuentes on and then talk about how you want to you're okay with Palestine. I'm sorry, with Israel just killing a bunch of people to like save their country. It's like either you hate them or you don't. So
Yeah, it's very weird. Nick Fuentes, that guy. Like, I didn't even know this guy, and I've seen like, I guess he does like 15-minute like segments or whatever, and I watched like 5 minutes of it. And there's just like a ranting, and I was like, what is wrong? I feel like he was full of hate. He hates everyone, especially like people that are not white. He just kept ranting and ranting, and it's weird to me that Kanye West is hanging out with him, and then they put him on. I think it was the whatever podcast, or it was some podcast where they egged him on to say the N word. He didn't want to do it. He literally sat there and said, "I don't want
he
to say it. I don't
wanted to
want to say
do
it."
it.
Yeah, he
just
shook his head, but
yeah.
when he said it, he was smooth, like it was smooth, and like he didn't pause, hesitate. It just rolled off as if he says it when he's off camera or some shit. I'm like, God dang, this is what he's about. But yeah, I mean,
so my oldest
yeah.
wants to join. Are you cool with her hopping on?
I'm fine with it. I have no issue.
She sent me a message, so I had to like run it past.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Yeah.
I gotta move stuff around. I gotta do work.
Oh, you gotta do work. Hey, we're doing it live. We're doing post live.
Yeah. Right,
So for those of you who are listening to the audio, you're like, what? What are they talking about? Yeah, we are live on YouTube. It is Wednesday, 8:30-ish. Actually, we're 20 minutes in, so we're a little late, but
yeah.
we are, doing our weekly podcast Wednesday, 8:30 on YouTube. So if there's those of you who listen to us via audio and didn't know we go live, You can see our ugly mugs on YouTube. There's like 400 plus episodes
What do
now.
you mean ugly mugs? I'm like an Ohio 8. All right.
Yeah, but you don't live in Ohio, so.
I know. I live in
And
California.
Ohio's
People are pretty
cold as fuck.
here.
Full cold as fuck. And if I lived in Ohio, I would probably stay with Mac and Becky on their farm and probably never leave. I would go into the city every now and then,
Those are
and I
good
probably would.
people.
Yeah, I mean,
The best
yes,
people.
they're great people, but I'm not so sure about their neighbors. That's all.
Yeah, I wouldn't
So
want to really live. And I need to have a mix of people. And if somebody tells me there's mixed
yeah,
people in Ohio, outside of Cleveland, people, I
yeah. I was
mean,
about
I'm
to say
sure
I
there's
can only. Toledo, Cleveland, and
Toledo.
Toledo,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
Toledo is a big, fairly big city. But of course, Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland has football, and look at the team. The team is like 80% brothers.
I mean,
So
that's all the NFL. Like,
and NFL 75%
it's
brothers.
75. Yeah.
I believe it's, or it might be 80 now. But yeah, especially with the rise in African American quarterbacks, that's been. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm pretty
there's
sure.
mixed
I'm
other
pretty
shit
sure
about
Warren
it.
Moon's very happy about this. So.
Yeah, yeah. He was one of the first, right? And there was a couple other ones that
No,
back in
there
the
was
day.
someone before him. He actually
Yeah.
won the Super Bowl. He played for the Redskins. I can't think of his name, but I actually watched a little bit of his documentary. I tried to remember his name and I couldn't. But he went through fucking hell, and like he had to be like he was huge. Like he was like 6'5" or something, but he still had to be escorted out
I mean,
because
they're all
there's people
huge.
throwing shit at him.
Yeah. If you're in the
I was
NFL and
like,
you're not
what?
a running back, you're pretty big.
Yeah, but he was still getting like the slurs and but he went out there and performed. He actually won a Super Bowl with the Washington Redskins. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought Warren Moon was the first, but there was one before him. So
Oh, let me see.
he
The
got a
first
lot of
black
scrutiny.
QB
They're talking
to
about he didn't have the mental capacity to be a
and
quarterback. And
that's
this
still
and
to
that.
this day. I believe the gentleman's name is Doug Williams.
Is that what
Does that sound familiar? He won a Super
No,
Bowl back in 1988.
88. That sounds too. That sounds a little too late.
Does it?
And he's the first.
He's
Yeah.
with the Redskins.
Did they won the bowl that year?
Yeah,
Maybe it was him.
still alive. He's 68 years old.
Yeah. Oh wow, he survived all the. Oh. See, I got Willie Thrower,
Willie Throw. Maybe I'm googling this wrong.
1953 for the Chicago Bears.
Well, okay. So 1953 it wasn't the NFL, right?
No, they were there. Well, probably not. They were probably so. So I think
Yeah,
back then it was the NFL and the AFL or the A something.
Yeah, but there was
something
there
like
was
that.
no Super Bowl back then.
No,
I think
because
in
they
the
weren't
50s.
merged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the first black QB to win a Super Bowl was
Oh yeah,
Doug
two
Williams.
Super Bowl. Okay, then that was him. I just couldn't get the name to stick. I was just like,
Wow, only 3 black QBs have won the Super Bowl. Patrick
3?
Mahomes. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes,
Oh,
Doug
Mahomes.
Williams, and Russell Williams. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
Oh well, I knew
Russell
about.
Wilson.
Yeah. So those two are recent. Russell Williams and Patrick Mahomes are two recent.
Yeah.
So yes, that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. But then again, who else in between those times was a black quarterback?
I mean,
there was.
Randall Cunningham, Steve McNair, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick.
I mean, now got
Warren
close.
Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warren Moon. There was also what's his name? Shit. I just lost it. Damn it! I just had his name. Was he for the Ravens? No, I can't think. I lost. I had it and I lost it. Damn it! I can't remember.
It's all good. I don't know. I haven't watched football in a long time. But back then,
You're not watching this year?
I mean, I kind of after the whole thing came out about the CTE thing, and I've always had like my kind of reservations about football since I was like a kid. I mean, I like watching it, and then seeing like all these people getting kind of fucked up over, and then like seeing the contracts they have to sign. Before you're a free agent, you're kind of fucked in the NFL, and you're getting paid decent amount of money, but it's for a very short period of time. It's like I think it's like $750,000 for 3 years if you make those 3 years, right? And if you don't, that's all you got, and they don't and if you don't make those 3 years, you get injured or something like that, you don't get your pension, you don't get all the benefits that you would normally get after the 3 years. So Yeah, the vast majority of people, they don't make it past those 3 years, and that's why you see them as like car salesmen and shit like that afterwards.
Or they invest in the food franchise or some kind of franchise. I mean, some
Yeah,
of them have learned that from other ones because that's how they maintain money. It's like a revenue stream that continues to kind of
yeah,
earn on itself.
yeah, but I think
Not always, but
if you're putting that much damage to your body and over time, I think that you should. I don't think there should be like a minimum for the free agency. I think you should be able to be a free agent from the jump. Like if you're good enough, you should be able to be free agent from the jump. So
oh, so the ones I was thinking of that I couldn't think of was Vince Young, and then of course Michael Vick.
Hmm.
Yeah, those are the ones I knew that. I knew there was a couple ones,
oh
but yeah.
yeah, sorry. The other part about that thing I'm talking about is like if you're not a free, obviously you have to wait to your free agent to like actually make real money. Is that if you're a really good player in the NFL, guess what? You go to the shittiest team. So
Yeah,
and that's
they
just
get first round pick.
yeah, that's just fucking wrong. So that just like dramatically decreases your career in the NFL because you're going to a shitty team that probably doesn't have a great defense or offense or whatever. You're not getting the best. You're not getting the best of the best, and that's a problem. So
There is a caveat. So there will be times where like a veteran quarterback will retire that summer, and then that team will try to trade up or get first round pick to get a particular quarterback from college. So sometimes you'll go to a decent team, but their star veteran quarterback is gone, and you're filling in that spot. So that's kind of an issue too. But
well, no, I mean, like if you look at like I'm gonna look it up because I'm pretty sure I was correct about this like back in the day, but like usually like the really great quarterbacks, they're not drafted like at a high draft, because like some of them are, but a lot of them are not. So I'm trying to look up like the list, but there's like because I think like Steve Young is a perfect example. Like he was not he wasn't the top of the draft like at all.
yeah, well, of
And,
course not. But I got a better example, Tom Brady.
yeah,
Even though I'm not a fan and I talk a lot of trash behind the scenes, but he was not drafted in the first round or even the second. He was like a fifth round pick. Oh, hey. We have no audio.
oh, no audio. Oh, hold on, let me pull her in. This is why there's no audio. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go. I can hear you. You can't hear her?
There you go.
No,
Wait,
I cannot.
hold the fuck on. Something's wrong here. I can definitely hear her.
I can see her. I can't hear her.
I was gonna make another reference, but they're all gross, different senses. So yeah.
Okay. That's not...
So I'm not gonna do that.
That's wild.
Monitor mute only. Okay, can talk now?
Hello.
Still can't hear? Okay, drop and rejoin. Okay? Thank you. Sorry. Hopefully this will fix it. This is what usually fixes it.
Usually, but not always. Oh, like that. Oh, there we go.
You can hear it now? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
I can't yet. Hold on.
Perfect.
All right, talk now?
Hello.
There we go. No,
Oh, there we
we can
go.
all
It's
hear
even
you.
better.
All
That's
is right in
clear.
the world.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
I figured out what the issue was. The link was just loading and not in like a browser or anything.
Oh,
So it was kept telling me that, oh, I don't have a microphone or a camera, when I had to open it up in Chrome and then allow it to use my camera and microphone.
so you had to press buttons.
Yeah, I didn't. There was no prompt for that. You're the tech person, okay?
Okay.
I'm in trade.
So why don't you introduce yourself for those that don't know who you are?
Hi, my name is Lilith. I am Kronos' oldest daughter.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's a very strange statement. I'm all oldest. Oh, yeah, there's more than one of them. God dang.
We
How
actually.
do you think I feel? I went 14 years with being the only daughter.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
So she
That's not really long.
she recently turned 21.
Yeah.
How did
It's
you?
very strange that drinking with your parents, I would imagine.
Yeah. How was your birthday when you came out here?
It was a lot of fun, very intoxicating. Let me tell you what. I knew that I got motion sick to some degree from almost exclusively Dad's old car and mountains.
Oh, driving too fast. Yeah, there's that.
And like if I'm in a car and I'm not watching the road or completely unconscious, I get really dizzy and nauseous. Turns out that also happens on cruises.
Hmm.
That was not a fun discovery.
You just got to drink
Yeah.
more. That's all. Just drink more. It'll be all right.
I feel like drinking more just makes that worse. You
Yeah.
just end up on the floor. And
No,
get
you
I-
got equilibrium. Like you sway as much as the boat sways. It evens out. So
I ended up at one point telling my server during dinner to not serve me any more sangrias
Hmm.
because I know I'm good at masking it, but he doesn't know, and I don't know if
Yeah.
I can get back to my room.
Yeah, sangrias will get you because it's a lot of wine plus alcohol.
and
And
sugar.
depending on how they make it, they can mix alcohol with the wine, like
Yep,
multiple
pretty much.
alcohols with the wine instead of just one base. So that can get you. And they don't just come in a regular glass. They usually come in some kind of bowl or an urn or a bucket
An
or
urn?
something big.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You've never seen. I've seen them come in like a fish bowl or like a giant punch
Do
bowl,
they take
and
the
it's for
ashes
one
out
person.
first?
Oh, an urn? Who knows? Maybe that's the way they need it. You never know. Some places be dank, man. We know this.
That sounds
That's
like-
what you do for like your wino mom. It's like, you know what? Spent her entire life drinking wine anyway. Might as well keep it in the ashes.
That sounds like a great way to like become a necromancer. Maybe I don't know.
Drink the ashes of your deceased and earn their power.
Well, you know what's scary? Like when
Yeah.
you're young, is that you sit down and drink for like a long time. And you don't feel it until you stand up, and it takes
No.
years to like kind of understand. Like, hey, I should probably stop drinking now. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
when I was young, it happened a couple times.
I have like a pitcher in my fridge that just holds sangria now.
What kind of fruit do you got in there?
I have apples, limes, grapefruits, and oranges. Navel.
Great combo.
Grapefruit.
All right.
I can do without the grapefruit. I feel like grapefruit kind of sours it. It's just kind of-
I'm not a fan of grapefruit either, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you brulee it. It like cuts through that acidity.
look
and
at you
stuff.
using these fancy words.
Yeah, damn. Brulee.
Let me
Creme brulee.
set it on fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to go through the list with the. I forgot my other question I had, but the list has some old stuff on here. I don't know if we talked about it because there's some casts that I missed.
Hold on.
Um,
Have either of you watched Blue Eye Samurai yet?
no, I just saw that it's on Netflix, so I was like, oh, this is what they're talking about.
Watch it.
Never even heard of that.
Oh, it's so good. Like it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite things right now. Really is. It's a really great show. It's okay. Let me just synopsis. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of gore. There's a lot of titties. And it's a story of revenge in the best and worst possible way. It's so awesome. Like there's a part in the very first episode where teeth are used freshly removed from said mouth as projectiles to other people.
Yeah, dang. Dude, teeth can fuck you up.
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
you can
What
literally
kind
use
of
teeth to,
projectiles?
like bullets,
She
I
hit-
guess.
The main character hit a person in the mouth a couple times or just ripped out their teeth. The teeth went in the air, and they used a practice sword to hit one tooth in somebody's eyeball, straight in their eyeball, and the other tooth went into I think the back of somebody's hair on their neck or something like that. People get really messed up in this show, like really, really bad.
I do love me some gore.
There's a lot,
So
and I think you'll like the main character.
So when I
Speaking
booted
of-
it,
spooky
Oh.
stuff.
spooky
Hold
stuff. What was that?
I don't know what she's doing. She doesn't know how the podcast works, though. You gotta say something.
Yeah, I
You gotta talk.
wait for a second.
You can't have
okay.
dead air.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what
we're
thinking.
live.
Maybe we're messing this
We got
up.
people.
We gotta.
Um,
we gotta keep it
so
going.
while
video
you mentioned this Blue-Eyed Samurai, I literally logged into Netflix and I saw this, and the very first three words is like it says gory, violent, and I'm like, whoa, already? And like there's like a preview when you like on Netflix when you see it, and the animation looks pretty solid. It looks like a more advanced Samurai Jack-ish, I guess. kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
I only saw like a little bit of it because there was another anime that I was actually watching, which has been I've been hyped up about since we talked about it early summer, I think back in August, and that is Scott Pilgrim, the Scott Pilgrim anime. It's
Yeah.
basically drawn the way that the comic is, but like it has like an anime intro, and then like the entire cast from the live action Scott Pilgrim reprise their roles in the show, which
That's
that
what I heard.
that includes like Brandon Routh, Brie Larson, um, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Michael Cera. Like all of them are there. Everybody's there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. But I want to get back to Blue Eye Samurai for a minute. Well, Lilith, are you still there? Your video dropped. I think she's away from her phone, finding something. Okay. Anyway, the show creator for Blue Eye Samurai, the original creator, like I think the person actually like wrote the most of the show. Her name is Amber Noizumi, and this is her first time doing anything I can find, and she knocked it out of the fucking park. The other show creator's name is Michael Green, and his resume is quite impressive. Let me just pull it up really quickly. He did, especially recently, he's had a lot of, for me, a lot of hits. So he did Blue Eye Samurai, he did Why the Last Man, which I enjoyed, some people didn't. He did Raising Dion, American
Oh shit!
Gods.
Oh, everyone loves that.
He
Even though I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, he's a co-executive producer of Heroes. Remember that back in the day?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He was a co-producer of Smallville
Mm.
and is executive producer of Gotham. So he has a lot of hits on
Oh
his
wow.
resume. There's a couple other ones in there too. Those are the main ones.
Damn, dude, those are some heavy hitters there.
Yeah.
That is a really extensive resume. Like holy snap.
Yeah.
Holy snap.
And it's the show. They have a cool like brothel thing in it. That's you'll see. It's neat.
Yeah, I should probably. I mean, it's on Netflix, and I'm watching the Scott Pilgrim one, so I can probably jump into that one as well. I mean, they're right next. They're like on the top 10, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
On Netflix's top 10 of the week, I believe. So
if you're hesitating to watch the show because it's called Blue Eye Samurai, it's not some shit like The Last Samurai, like where some white dude is saving fucking Japan from other white people. It's not about that. It's about a person who's just out for revenge, and it actually shows like the extreme racism that Japanese people had back in the day, in like not the Meiji era, but kind of around that same time, kind of after that. Back when they first kind of met Europeans, and like how much they didn't like Europeans, and they bring it up a whole bunch of times about they're gross, they smell gross, they drink milk from cows, it's disgusting. They got round eyes, they're gross. It's just like, yeah,
that's crazy.
They don't like blue eyes.
Like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, not at all.
We'll watch them like train a blue-eyed samurai. That's probably where that comes from.
Nope, you'll see. He's not.
Well, did you finish it?
Yes, I did. And there better be a season 2 because the end was really fucking good.
Well, you know Netflix's reputation. They have a very bad habit of taking good shows and not finishing them.
But if enough people watch it, that's why I'm trying to get everybody to watch it.
That's true.
I know Prodigy. I know he's probably not going to watch the rest of it, and I know why. But y'all watch the first episode, and then you'll probably understand why.
Oh yeah, I understand. The one thing, did you finish Warrior? Warrior dropped season 3 of their show back in like July.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
So you watched it? I knew that I've been waiting to watch season 3, so I haven't started it yet. I need to. It's on Max right now. Rumor has it may move to Netflix as well.
Yeah, it's like right when it dropped. That's like required viewing for this household.
Yeah, so I waited. I didn't want to, because there's a lot of stuff going on. I didn't want to lose too many bodily fluids, so I need to wait. And this is the perfect time to watch the show. So if you haven't watched Warrior, we all I'm not sure if we're the only two that's actually watched it, but it's highly recommended by at least the two of us.
I think she dropped.
Show.
Oh yeah, she dropped. Did. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, I hear her voice.
I was about to message you. I was like, "What happened?" You just like disappeared.
So many comments. I don't watch a lot of TV.
You what?
I don't really watch TV, so I don't really have a lot of comments on.
You don't watch TV? Did I hear that correct?
I just don't watch a lot.
Oh, that's okay. You were looking
Oh.
for something, so that's why I was just chatting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought you went off to go find something.
Wait,
so
what were you finding?
Oh,
What the fuck is that? It was
Satanic,
like, a what?
it's a satanic
A satanic what?
cup of coffee called the
Cup
devil's
of coffee. Okay.
mm,
Your audio is like weird now.
yeah, it is.
face. There's his face.
And is that a Christmas tree?
It's a Christmas tree. It's a coffee Christmas tree.
Is that from your?
I heard that part.
Yeah. Is that from like your squishy store?
Yeah, there's those squishables that I waste so much money, but they're so cute. I've done it for months. Right now. There we go.
Is that a zombie or not a marshmallow man?
Snowman?
A cookie guy.
Red man.
Yeah, gingerbread man. There we go.
I saw
just,
cookie guy.
Just cookie guy.
That's
you
awesome.
know?
That's awesome.
It's a generic gingerbread man. It's just cookie guy.
That's awesome. I feel like you should trademark that like ASAP.
Lilith, your audio is like really bad. You're like
Mhm.
cutting in and out like a lot.
I want to buy.
Yeah, hold on. Drop one more time and jump back in. I'll watch for your entrance. Sorry, I don't know what
That's all
happened there.
good.
Like she was.
Yeah, she left and then like she sounds like she's underwater.
Yeah. All right, there we go. I see you.
ready.
Hold on. Pulling you in. All right, talk now.
Guess who's back?
There we go. That's better.
So if you're not, I have to ask, if you're not out of the TV world out there, what are you watching? Or if anything at all?
I read a lot.
Okay, that's good.
What
That's
are you
actually really good.
What are you reading?
We're gonna go with mythology to start off.
Shit, that's slang for like smut is what she's reading.
Oh,
It's mythology-based smut. Okay.
So she's reading mommy porn.
I blame it on K.
Okay.
I blame it on K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're reading
I
mommy
haven't
porn.
talked to Kay about books,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
especially not mythology.
Okay.
I was already a mythology nerd.
I mean, so am I, but you know.
They have a new term. I just remember it as mommy porn.
Or literature.
Now, literature. In fact, that's the name of the Kay and Mishka's like book club.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still run it. Yeah,
Club?
they had a book club online. I don't know if they still run it. They had what they did. They had everyone that was reading kind of the same books, and like whoever finished, they would recommend like series to each other, and they would talk about the books that they liked.
Earth Girls are
No, it was actually like a bunch of people that were not part of Earth Girls. But Earth Girls did do that.
Yeah.
But they had the book club, and they invited their listeners as well as their close friends to the book club.
Nice.
I was in the club for some weird reasons. I didn't read any of those books.
You should have.
What?
You could have met
good.
some random lady and like got her all hot and bothered.
Yeah, with weird
Right.
with reading interspecies like erotica.
I don't think I have one of those yet. So
I know one of them was reading something like that. It was some weird like alien thing. I was like, no, I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I have 3 or 4 different book series. Well, okay, I have 4 different books that are pretty much just Hades and Persephone, and then an entire book series of just various other Greco-Roman, gods and stuff. But
So
I did just buy a book on the
books?
occult. They're still smart, but I do have actual mythology books too.
That's fine. I mean, I get it. So are you ordering them through Amazon? Do they sell these at like Barnes and Nobles or like a local
Barnes
store? Or
and
you have to, or are they like what's the hell? I don't know if it's still a thing. The Kindle. I'm pretty sure people read them on their phone.
Like you said, the Kindle like an old person.
I did. I am
So
an old person. What you talking about? What you mean? What you
I
mean?
have a really bad stigmatism, and I already
Hmm.
have problems with like dyslexia and stuff. So it's really hard for me to read things on screen.
Okay.
So
So
I
you.
have an obscene quantity of like physical books.
Oh, that's fine. Actually, our mutual friend, the cat lady, who not gonna say her government name, but the cat lady, she has an obscene amount of hardback books. Like her books,
Yeah.
like some of the books weigh like 10 pounds per book.
Those
I
are the kind
remember
of
we
books
helped her
that you
move.
just straight up slap someone with.
Oh no, you like literally one of the boxes. If you had dropped the box on someone from the second story, they would literally be dead or hurt really, really, really bad.
I
Nice.
think that's like any number of books though, because I could do that with 2 books and it would still fuck them up.
Yeah.
I got some really cool like leather bound versions of Brandon Sanderson's books.
Hmm.
They're expensive, but they're really nice. It's like I would grab them for you, but I boxed them up. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did.
You're all,
But it's like it's leather bound and has like gold lettering on the front. It's dope. Like and
that
it's
sounds
books I
really
listened
cool.
to. I didn't read them. I listened to them, but I might go back and like actually read them.
Yeah.
I have to side with Lilith. Like I prefer hardcover, but like when we all got Ready Player 2 when they dropped, I went to Target and they had a hardcover and I fucking it's right behind me. I literally bought a second bookcase for all the books I was buying.
But Joss
And
Whedon's
I
a
still
really good
haven't read.
narrator.
Yeah, I mean I heard what's his name? Will Wheaton's a good
That's what I
narrator
mean.
as
Will
well.
Wheaton, not
Chris
Joss
Wheaton?
Whedon. Yeah.
Oh,
Will Wheaton.
Chris
well,
Wheaton?
Wheaton's.
Wheaton?
Um,
What are you talking about?
So, but yeah, I prefer hardcover books as well because it's like I'm old, so and I like page turning, so
I'm
and
not
I
old,
like
but
having
I'm
like the
cute.
books. Well, it's for me because I've always read like hardcover books. Like when I have a copy of Malcolm X, and I like it's a little hardcover, one of the mini hardcovers. So I have that version. Most other people I have the paperback because they don't make the hardcover anymore. So I had like a little mini hardcover of it, so I keep that one. A little nostalgia. But I do prefer hardbacks. Just some of the, I mean, I want to, pay for the book to acknowledge the artist because some of the artists are really, really, really good. So,
Oh yeah, like
yeah.
I'm wanting to get the complete H.P. Lovecraft Lovecraftian lore like
Oh wow,
collection.
that's a lot.
It is a lot, but I have I have some would say obsession with just lore and mythology and folklore and stuff. Like I have a silicone Cthulhu like right there.
Hmm.
I
Right
might be
on.
able to, but it always weirds people out whenever I hand it to them because they expect it to be like solid and it's
Oh,
silicone. It just yeah every time.
it's all gummy. You're all like,
Oh
oh,
yeah, and
that's
like
pretty
cat hair
funny.
sticks to it like nobody's business.
Oh, that sucks. That's
Yeah,
gotta
but
suck to clean. Jeez.
that's why I put it in a spot that my cat hates, where I put all the
Okay.
candy. Like
Oh, I figured like a cat would want to touch it if it's like all weird. Like usually their paws don't like that funky stuff.
that whole section is candles, and so my cat hates candles. So I make
Hmm.
sure to put behind the candles in a place that he's not supposed to be in anyway. But as long as I
Okay.
don't put any of like my otter furs or my mink furs up there, he won't go up there.
Right on. I mean that's good because cats have a bad habit of destroying stuff.
I'm well aware. Well
Yeah.
aware.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have any cats, but I've lived with people that had cats, and I've been to people's homes that have cats, and they still tear up. So just
I like yarn
no.
crafts, and I have a young cat.
Oh, is it a kitten or just like an adolescent cat?
I think he's 2.5 years old now. I
Yeah,
want to say.
so he's pretty much almost an adolescent or is an adolescent.
Yeah,
Right
he
on.
is. Um, a, for lack of better terminology, an attention whore, and I'm exhausted all the time. So he doesn't
Oh,
get
you
that
got
kind of attention that he wants.
right on. Lilith's got people up here listing off some of their books and authors right now. It's cool. Look at you. Looks like they're all firing off. Like some people were talking about the Wheel of Times, which I have not seen the series, but I know a lot of people love the books.
Yeah, actually, I think it's one. I think Brandon Sanderson, which is who we're talking about in the chat. I think you would like that guy as an author, Lilith. They're long books, but they're really, really good. He's let's see. I started with the guy with a book series called The Final Empire. It's the Mistborn series, and it's a series that Papa Bear actually recommended to me a while back when we first started doing Balance Exchange. And I was just totally enamored by the series. And then I started reading the Wheel of Time series, and I didn't know when I started reading it that Brandon Sanderson took over the series because is it Jordan? Should I forget the guy's name? Is God damn it! It's something. Two people get me so mad in the chat or listen to this podcast. They got that wrote Wheel of Time, but it's
they're screaming at their whatever device they're listening from.
They're so angry. Something Jordan. God damn it! Give me a second.
The only Jordan I know is Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Books.
He's a good director.
Robert Jordan. Sorry, that's his name. Yeah, Robert Jordan. Because Robert Jordan wrote the Wheel of Time, and he knew he was going to die because he was like super sick. I forget exactly how he died, but he knew his death was coming. So he found an up and coming author to finish the Wheel of Time for him, and he gave him he wrote an outline before his death, and Brandon Sanderson completed the Wheel of Time, and I thought that was really cool. Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah. The book I'm on right now is, and this is super rare to have an even number of pages. 440 pages. And this is the second book in the series.
Okay. I feel like that's a pretty standard nowadays.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, like most books that I know now, like the ones that people read, like if you're reading the Game of Thrones, or it's not even called the Game of Thrones, it's called A Tale of Ice and Fire. Those books, or quote unquote the Game of Thrones books, those are like thousands of pages.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that. I like reading, but I have to. It's hard keeping attention sometimes. But like one of the books that I'm reading, one of the few that's not mythology based, is Hunting Adeline.
Is that a nonfiction or a fiction book?
It's fiction, but like it has a very long list of warnings on the front page, and the author was like, hey, this book has been banned a couple times.
Damn.
And it's a smut novel, but it's just that fucked up. It's like the peak of dark romance.
Oh my goodness.
I've gotten through 3 pages.
That's wild. I was wondering whatever happened to that genre, and apparently it's still alive.
Oh,
so.
Dark romance?
No, the mommy porn.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. It's like
that's never gonna end. There's always gonna be horny women.
I feel like
I figured the authors kind of moved on and just kind of collectively abandoned the genre.
It's like I think that those books are like it's like porn for like women. It's like
100%,
100%.
Well, it's 100%.
Usually they're a little, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, to be honest, that's how 50 Shades of Grey started. I mean, it was a fan fiction. It was a fan fiction of Twilight that was basically mommy porn, and they turned it into a movie.
Twilight was so terrible. And
want to know something funny?
Go ahead.
So, 50 Shades of Grey. It's going to lead up to this. So, it starts off with 9/11 and goes to 50 Shades of Grey. So, the guy who started either My Chemical Romance or Green Day, he watched 9/11 happen, and it inspired him to start this band. I believe it was My Chemical Romance.
I was going to say definitely not Green Day.
Yeah.
It inspired him to start My Chemical Romance. Well, the author of Twilight wrote Twilight based off of My Chemical Romance music because she fell in love with the way this guy was, portraying his super angsty feelings.
Oh, that's why they're all emo, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, they all sparkle and shit. But 50 Shades of Grey was supposed to be a fan fiction of Twilight, but then it progressed into a whole new book.
Mm-hmm.
So
Several books.
it's amazing how like that time events of, oh, somebody watched 9/11, made a band, somebody liked the band, made a book, somebody liked the book, made a book.
It's like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
6 Degrees of Smut.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I actually read like all of the Twilight books.
What? You read the books?
Listen, I was in Iraq. I needed something to do, so
okay.
I read like a bunch of like. See, I read like the read all the Harry Potter books. I read all the not all the Sookie Stackhouse books, but most of them, which you all know is True Blood. The series is better than the books, in my opinion.
Really? Oh yeah, actually no. You know what? I've heard that sentiment. So yeah. Okay.
Read all Twilight. But now I'm reading a bunch of other books and stuff. My favorite genre right now, for like the past probably 5-6 years, maybe not, probably around that, but is literary RPGs. So lit RPG books. Those are the best. That's my shit right now.
I'm sticking. Because there's so much of it, and they keep coming out. I'm still reading Star Wars stuff. There's just a bunch of shit. There's so much shit that they do. They literally have a schedule when they're releasing. There's basically like a book a month.
What was that?
In some cases, 3 books.
What was the rainbow? Shit, I read that one. What was it called? It was like Rainbow something.
Rainbow.
I can't remember the name of the book.
I don't know. Wait, was it a Star Wars book?
No, it wasn't called Rainbow. There's a really good Star Wars book that I listened to a while back. I need to like go.
Oh. And it has Rainbow in it?
Maybe it wasn't. Alphabet.
Yeah, we know.
Alphabet Squadron.
Oh, Alphabet Squadron. Yes. Yes, actually, we because you had already finished it. I bought the book. Yeah. And I ended up buying the whole series. So I finished the first book. Oh, there's now I still haven't read the last 2.
Huh? Oh, I think I read 2. I got to read
There's
more.
3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a trilogy. It's a trilogy of books. And it's funny because the game Star Wars Squadrons runs parallel to Alphabet Squadron. They actually mention the Alphabet Squadron. They're not in the game, but they mention them. They're in like a different sector, but they're kind of like in a friendly competition to like, be better with the which is now the New Republic. So it's pretty interesting.
Let me pull you both in the same conversation. Have you read the Avatar books?
No.
Oh, dude, you got to read the Rise of Kyoshi. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
I usually stick with the Star Wars stuff. Except for Ready Player One. I have part 1 and 2. I haven't even finished 2.
I think it's like so. There's the Rise of Kyoshi, and I think there's another one for like another Airbender. What the fuck is the name of that one?
Oh, is there a new Airbender?
There's a whole bunch of them. There's like this. I'm pretty sure it's a woman.
Yang Chen.
Yeah. What's up?
Yang Chen.
Yeah, Yang Chen. That's the Air Avatar one. But there's the writer for it is FG. I think it's FC Yi. Pretty sure that's the person.
Yang Chen's stories.
Yeah, the Avatar books are really good.
You know what's coming off?
Your audio cut out. I wasn't cutting you off.
Did you see that they're coming out with a new one?
No. Which one?
I believe it's Roku.
Okay.
Which, that's like, forget about Karuk, which is in between Yang Chen and Kyoshi. He only lived to like 37, but he had a wild life.
I gotta check it out.
Like, okay.
Yeah,
Yang Chen, like, on her political aspects of being an avatar her whole life and completely, disregarded the spirits as a whole, which infuriated the spirits. So when Yang Chen died and Karuk became the avatar, he was faced with all these dark spirits that were just destroying the world.
Yeah, I read that one, I'm pretty sure.
And so because of, Yang Chen's political alliances, instead of, paying attention to spirits, he spent his entire life fighting all these dark spirits. Well, he's supposed to be a bridge between the spirits and, spirits in like material world. It takes a small piece of his spirit every time he kills a spirit, because at that time nobody knew about spirit bending because nobody had that connection with the line until Egg. He was just killing all these spirits, and it was slowly killing him until he died at 37. And then Kiyoshi comes around, finds the secret to immortality, and lives to 253. I think it's 250 something.
That's some Moses stuff right there. That's wild.
Wild story
Wildness.
right over him.
So, I mean, you've read this book, but did you know they're making a TV series about the original Avatar?
I heard about that. Yeah.
There's a trailer, I guess it's out. It's on Netflix. A lot of people were pretty optimistic after the One Piece TV series. So, I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty authentic. It looks pretty. It looks faithful to the show so far. I saw the trailer a couple weeks ago. Looks pretty awesome. So, we shall see though.
You know what I might do?
We've been
getting all this feedback in the chat room. I might do like a book club thing.
because everyone's going off.
Yeah, because like Asian Fury is going to jump onto Stormlight Archives after they finish the Wheel of Time, and I already finished Stormlight Archives, but I haven't finished the Wheel of Time yet. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard it. Okay, yeah. So, with all the book reading, did you read any of the Warhammer books? Because apparently there's a bunch of them.
I have not, no, but I used to collect the figurines and stuff when I was a kid, and I used to paint them and stuff. And I played, the Warhammer the RTSs, and I'm really looking forward to Space Marine 2, which is supposed to come out next month. It said 2023. It looks fantastic, but I don't see an actual release date yet. But it looks great.
Yeah, I heard it's early 2023 also. So we shall see.
If they're gonna push it back, it's fine. Like this year has been so good for gaming. I don't give a fuck. Like push back all the games.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I still got games, and I still need to play Resident Evil 4. Like the Game Awards in 2 weeks. I haven't even played one of the most nominated games, or it's like the second or third tied nominated game for Game of the Year. And I have it right in front of me, still sealed.
I don't play those games. You know me.
Yeah, well, I've been playing Resident Evil for a little bit, so, and especially your cousin-in-law, we had like a little thing going. We were supposed to be playing together, and she bailed on me. She moved on to other games.
My cousin-in-law.
Is she your cousin-in-law, or is your other sister-in-law? No, I'm sorry, she's your sister-in-law now.
Oh,
there you go.
Wait, she plays online?
Yeah, we're so not on Red, but we're supposed to play Destiny together. We played like one game and she bailed and never saw her again. She wanted to play Resident Evil 5. I scheduled time, date, and she bailed. So
you're talking about my sister's wife, right?
Yes.
Okay. Same person.
Yeah, same person.
I didn't know she played online. All right.
Yeah, we played Destiny. She jumped. I think she jumped in my game. And she's like, "Oh, let's do this mission." We did one mission, so I gotta go. I gotta go to work. I'm like, okay, and then never saw her again. And then she's like, "Oh, when are we gonna do Resident Evil 5?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm waiting on you. You're the one who said." And then we never did it. I put time and date, and never saw her. So she knows what she did. So there.
Good. I'm gonna see her tomorrow. I'll give her some shit.
Oh yeah. You tell her I'm still waiting for my play date. Not that kind of play date, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Oh fuck.
But that's great. I'm great that Lilith sparked up the conversation about books. So I have like a pile of books that I bought and I haven't even read them. So I don't want to say I'm ashamed, but maybe not.
Part of my initial problem was I got somehow sucked into book talk.
Book talk?
Talk is just novels, pretty much it.
Okay.
No, it's good though. I'm glad that you read a lot.
See, part of my problem is I know the words, but written down, I do not know the words. So I have to keep Googling them. Like, what does this sound like? I'm like, oh, I know what that word is. And then I'm like, Googling that stuff.
That's why sometimes I don't know. You know me. I listen to like most of my books, so
If I'm gonna
It's always
read it as well, and half the time if I'm listening to it, I read fast. Narrating app. For me, it doesn't work, but I can understand how other people it does.
well, I can like section off part of my brain when I'm doing other stuff. So like when I'm doing the dishes or basically any fucking thing else, I just listen to an audiobook and just do what I'm doing.
yeah.
Down
Oh,
and stuff.
Lilith, you're breaking up again. Drop and join back in.
I do like the fact that she sparked this like huge uptick in reading. That's pretty awesome. I like seeing that everyone's like reading different books, and because like there's a lot of stuff out there, and I'm just like, what the hell are people reading? And I feel like a lot of the book series have been turned into TV shows now. But apparently there's still a shit ton more out there, especially ones that have been around since like the '80s, and
I'm pulling it
they
back in.
haven't been picked up or developed. Oh, go
You're back.
ahead.
Can you talk?
Hello.
There we go. Better.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
I will be right
Oh,
back. I'm gonna get a drink.
oh, more sangria.
No, high noons. If I can figure out how to mute my or turn off my camera for like 5 minutes so my cat doesn't knock over my phone.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Um, so when Lilith is able to answer, I got a question. It's supposed to be for the cast. I'm gonna ask you two. I don't know if I asked this one before. I don't think we got a chance to answer it because not everybody's here. But I've been waiting to answer this or get an answer from somebody. This really fucked me up. I'm just like, what? People do this? So Lilith, let me know when you're able to talk. But it's super weird. Um, what else is on this list that I'm forgetting? Oh, I know what I got to bring up because I've seen it and I didn't get a chance to talk about it. Cronus, I keep talking to you about all these shows that we were watching together, or not together, but watching at the same time. And I don't know if you've got back onto current seasons or whatever. But definitely Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. The season ended, and there's an episode that kind of got to me. Not got to me, but it kind of like got its hooked into me. It's the episode titled "Subspace Rhapsody." So I need to preface this that I detest musicals. Like I can't fucking stand musicals. Like I get it. I know that they're an integral part of movie history, especially if you're a cinephile. And like, they kind of died out. Like they were replaced basically by Disney animation. They were the ones that kept the musical kind of going. And then we saw like a little uptick, especially recently. There's been a bit more musicals. So when Star Trek came out and said they were going to do a musical episode, I was like tripping out. I'm like, what the fuck? How's Star Trek going to do a musical episode? And then I watched it, and I was taken aback. I was just like, what the hell? Like, how is this episode so good? The thing about it's not the way that they wrote it. It's not a filler episode. Like two big story arcs that have been going throughout the season are like literally either ended or they hit like a huge turning point in that episode. And like it's very funny because a lot of people were talking about some of the songs in the episode and how they're kind of bangers. Like it was listed on like I think iTunes and Spotify on like their top 20 or something for maybe even top 10 on both of them for a little while. So it was kind of weird to me to see like a Star Trek musical. 'Cause I guess like a lot of the previous casts I wanted it or something, but they are able to do it on this show, and it sounds corny and hokey, but it actually fucking works. It's actually pretty good. I
Glad
was
to hear
really
it's good.
shocked.
I need to go and
Yeah,
like
I was really
watch because
shocked.
I'm like super behind on the other Star Treks. Like we caught up on the Picard. But
Oh yeah, cause it's so good.
yeah, but we didn't watch Strange New Worlds, so we need to go back
Mm.
and like watch that. So
Strange New Worlds is actually pretty good this season,
I
and
heard for like if you're like a Star Trek quote unquote traditionalist, that it's the best one, but I enjoyed all the other ones too. So
Yeah, it's not as progressive as Discovery, but it definitely is. They try to keep it in the vein of like the '60s Trek, and they still do like a more updated spin. What I appreciate the most is that they make sure that um, Kirk and Pike are different men, and then Kirk shows up in season 2 of the show. So he's not part of the crew. He's part of the Farragut, as he should be.
yeah,
But he shows up in and out because his brother is on the Enterprise. So it's pretty interesting. And he has some pretty. He's the one that has like a B story arc that spans like 4 episodes that hits like a huge like turn or end depending on how they want to do it in the Subspace Rhapsody episode. So it's better than I thought. I've actually watched the episode twice because I usually don't do it, but it's actually really surprised by the episode.
I see you've brought Watson to the podcast.
What's
I
up?
think he brought himself.
He brought himself. Was he invited though?
He wasn't uninvited.
I mean, I'm here, so yeah, he's a cat.
Wow.
He hopped up and wanted cuddles, and it's either I pet him or he screams the entire podcast.
Just tell him the
and I'll
fuck
have
out.
to
I'm
leave.
just saying it's a cat. I'm just kidding.
God damn. He's all throwing his, he's just like throwing him into traffic. That's what
It's not. It's not my cat. So
Yeah,
enjoy
that's
your
my-
cat.
He was named after my old roommate's favorite philosopher, Alan Watts.
Oh, I thought it was after. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, he
Did your
doesn't
old
have a
roommate take
single
an
bright
heroic-
idea behind this head.
Did
So
your-
it's not like wattages.
Did your old roommate take an heroic dose of shrooms in his life?
Can't say no.
Okay.
You're like, okay. So I got a question for the cast. So I saw this on the platform formerly known as Twitter, where
You just call it Twitter.
It's called-
this guy he talks about going to the movies, and he bought a large popcorn, and after watching said movie, he still had popcorn left over in his like large popcorn bucket. So what he does, he literally took a picture of what he does. He takes the rest of his popcorn and he throws the rest of it on the floor,
Fuck that guy.
motherfucker.
and then he
Fuck
leaves.
that guy.
And then he leaves the theater, and he said that he thought that's what everyone's supposed to do.
No.
And he's all that's what he said that everyone's supposed to do, and he didn't understand why other people didn't do it. And then he went on to say one of the workers from the theater thanked him for doing it because they had nothing to do. And I'm
Bitch,
like,
that's
that doesn't.
sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this doesn't make sense to me. If I was a theater worker, the one thing I wouldn't want to do is clean up after other people. I wouldn't want people to purposely make a mess, especially after a huge movie came out and there was a packed house, because you're cleaning that each row full of like popcorn and trash.
So let me tell you about this, because I actually used to work in a movie theater. It's it's like my second job in life. I was working in a movie theater, and somebody that does that, you're a fucking asshole. You don't throw shit on the ground and be like, oh, it gives them something to... No. We have especially now with like the accelerated movie showings, because like back in the day, you had like actual space between movies. Today, when it comes to like popular movies, there's like way less time in between movies to actually clean the theater properly and get new people in to sit down and watch a new movie. And when you throw a bunch of shit on the ground, it takes longer to clean up. Duh. Especially when it comes to like light pieces of things that take up a lot of space. Like they fill up a fucking bag super fucking fast. So no, 100% don't fucking do that. When you're done at the movie theater and you have shit with you, take it with you and throw it away in the trash can.
They're
Like-
right outside the theater.
Yeah, they're right there. Like I literally take fucking everything with me and I take it out and throw it away. Like in the trash can. They do them a favor.
It's
So
not even a favor. It's common decency.
Yeah.
yeah, so this guy, he had hundreds of comments because he was like battling people saying this is what they're supposed to do. He defended himself, saying this is what I thought you're supposed to do. He said the people that worked in the theater like thanked me for it, and he was going on and
No, the
on.
fuck
He said he grew up that way. He said he didn't understand why other people didn't do it. He didn't think it was rude
He grew up
at all.
He grew up a fucking slob.
I was like, what the fuck is that? That made no sense to me. I was like, dude, how does it? I figured the only reason I figured that this was viable is that he lived in a small town. If you live in a small
Hey,
town,
if you
like
live-
really small,
That
then
feels like the
I
opposite.
kind of, yeah, I kind of understand. But if you're in like a big city, like a metropolitan area, like you don't do that shit.
No, I mean,
Especially,
No,
honestly,
I
even
feel
in
like it's the opposite.
yeah, I think so too. Because if it's a small
you think it's
city
opposite?
and I see you and I know you fucking throw that shit on the ground, I might fuck you up if I was a younger person. I'm just
See,
saying.
yeah,
Small
I
town cops give less of a shit.
I really think that he does it in a small town because, like, if you're in a small town, like I'm talking about, the population is like less than 1,000,
Yeah, I'm a
and
find
like
you in a
you're
small town.
That's
yeah,
even
and
worse
it's
because
and
everybody
it's
knows
just like
everybody.
Yeah.
exactly. But the thing is, he thought that I guess he was. I don't know if he was visiting another city, but he said that they do it in the town, or he said he didn't say where. I didn't read where he was from,
But
but that's the only thing to me that made sense. But if you're doing it, I think if you're doing it in any kind of establishment, it's like going to a restaurant
that's
and
what I was
like
about
when
to
you're
say.
done, just wiping all the fucking
This is
plates on
like
the
taking
fucking
your
floor.
arm across the fucking table and just like
Yeah,
on the floor.
I'm like, dude,
It's
no,
like, who
that's
does
not how you
that?
do that.
And then somebody comes,
Yeah,
and then some magical person is like, "Oh, thank you."
yeah,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for doing
yeah,
that.
exactly.
did
So I
y'all
was just
hear
like,
about
that
this
makes sense.
internet drama between the YouTuber Dream and the voice actor for Gumball in the Amazing World of Gumball?
Oh yes, actually, I have seen this.
I almost said
So
that I'm too old for this, but apparently old age is not. So go ahead, ma'am.
yeah, so the thing about the voice actor, Gumball's only one of like 10 of his voices. And and he's done like live action acting, and like there's a video of him in an Uber talking about all his stuff. He's trying to flex on the Uber driver, but like the Uber driver is like, him and the Uber driver are arguing. The Uber driver says, I'm gonna fuck you up. He's like,
Well,
you don't
like,
understand. And I was just like, what? I didn't understand how it started, but I
so,
could tell that the guy was like, the voice actor, he was just going off his shit, and he says some racist shit at one point.
oh yeah. So what had happened is him and Dream used to be like friends or whatever, from what I'm understanding at least. And they had gotten into an Uber together, and Dream started recording his absolutely piss drunk rampage, or not really rampage, but like rant about, well, I can do this, and this, and I'm all this, I am the top shit, as a form of blackmail for later on in life. And then when Dream was like, all right, I'll just, put you on blast, it screwed over Dream. And it just, like, everything for him is plummeted. And everybody's in all this support over this, voice actor. And I'm just like, none of y'all listened to what he was saying.
Yeah, I was not, because he literally says some anti-Semitic stuff, and then he said the Uber driver who's black, he says some like racist shit to him too, like kind of under his breath. I don't know if everybody caught that shit, but that's why the Uber driver, I heard that, and so the Uber driver says, I'm gonna pull over and fuck you up. He's like, you
Yeah.
understand? I'm big. I'm about to be bigger than anything. You can check out this. He like starts to listen off his projects, the projects I've never heard of. Personally, I don't know who the fuck Dream is either, but I do know who Gumball is, or I've seen like episodes of Gumball because of all the kids that I've had in my life, or I'm sorry, the kids that are in my life. I'm sorry.
The only reason I know who Dream is because when he took off his mask, I don't even know when, it was such an uproar in just social media community, or like YouTube community and shit. That's how I found out about this guy. And part of that rant that this voice actor went on was like, that's why you wear the mask, and like started saying a bunch of homophobic slurs towards Dream. And like, what the fuck?
It was all a dream. I used to
read
wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Listen to me
know.
well.
His name.
I'm looking at I looked up Dream, and yeah, I don't know who the fuck this person is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who
I'm
Dream is.
not in the demographic.
Well-
oh, it says Minecraft stuff, so that's why you know him, or maybe
That's
why I
why.
know him.
Okay.
I didn't watch
No,
him.
no,
I
no.
never watched him.
Okay. Well, I never watched him either.
Yeah, he says, what's his name? Something hop. Wait, Nicholas Cantu? Is that? Oh, because he kept calling him Cantu. His name is Nicholas Cantu, and he's the voice of
Oh,
Gumball. But he's also in.
he's
He's
so
also in Teenage
young.
Mutant Ninja Turtles and some other shit. But he says some pretty foul shit, and he's drunk as fuck. You can tell he's drunk. And he starts going off, and I'm like, dude, there should be no support for anyone that's bigoted, racist, misogynistic, and just hateful. Just people that are hateful. Why are you guys championing people that are being hateful? Just because they're drunk, I don't think he should get a pass.
No.
That's no excuse. Being drunk is never an excuse for anything. Being on anything is not anything. Being on 90% of the things gives you no excuse to do any of that shit.
I was gonna say, I think if you're on like, if you're coming out of like, actually no, even then, I'm thinking of like when you come out of like sedation, like you usually
okay.
you don't go towards
Hold
racist
on.
shit.
If you're coming out of sedation, you're probably not going to remember anything that you said. So
yeah, but it's like you might say some weird stuff, but it's never like really fucked up things that you would never say. Like, I'll give you an example. So like one of the weirdest things that I said when I was coming out of sedation was, I don't like this Costco. But yeah, like I would never say like some really fucked up shit against. I think that's like things that were on people's minds at some point in their life, probably all the time.
Possibly. But I've seen people on sedation and they say stuff that did not make sense at all. There's like two separate subjects that were like merged into one, so it made no sense.
I think like one of the only drugs that, well, not sort of the only, but like meth physically alters your brain after like, I think it's like 5 uses, that the only thing that ever gives you any kind of joy is meth.
Well, let's give a caveat here. I think that if you
get to meth, there's something else
if you're
there.
making a choice to take meth, you have made a choice. And that choice is a poor choice. And whatever so you've already made poor choices in this situation.
Yeah. I wish I remembered that chick's name so I could actually talk about this story, but I don't remember her name, so it kind of negates all of it.
Okay.
No, there was a trial recently, finally a trial, for this woman who it was a murder trial, and it was a meth-induced murder trial on both ends. They were both on meth, and she killed her boyfriend in her boyfriend's parents' basement.
Oh,
and like,
I think I might have heard the story.
Yeah, that trial finally ended. It was like 2 years for this trial, and there was no evidence for her. She took like 4 naps in the middle of like dismembering this guy. There's no saving your ass. I'm sorry.
Still, I mean,
along with the books, I'm also like a serial killer podcast kind of person. So,
was it true crime person?
Thank you. That was the word I was looking for.
Okay, yeah, I know that true crime seems to be really popular podcast. I wouldn't say subjects, category.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed a lot of people are watching that kind of, or listening to that kind of stuff. So some of these podcasts have been turned. I know one of them's been turned into a movie. There's like a fictional crime podcast that got turned into a movie. And I was like, what the hell? I can't remember the name, but it was like really popular.
Yeah, I watched I listened to this chick that's she does murder mystery and makeup and dark histories. The dark histories hurt worse.
I've seen her before. Okay, I know you're talking.
Yeah, the dark histories hurt worse than the murder mysteries and makeups.
I don't know, man. They're all pretty bad.
Tyson?
Tyson?
Like the chicken brand?
Yeah, they're pretty.
I don't know. It was a lot easier to sit through Jack the Ripper than it was through Tyson.
Okay.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
Me. That's also because Tyson's like still around, and still making like very similar, like horrific decisions.
Well, yeah, because it's profit. So Yeah, this is
Oh,
capitalism
wow.
at its best.
I had no idea. There's been a few of these. There's been a couple podcasts that have been turned into TV shows and or movies, and one of these I've actually watched, which is Archive 81. Archive 81 was actually really freaking good, and it got canceled for some crazy reason. I don't know what Midnight Gospel is, but it sounds
I heard that
Oh,
was pretty
probably
good
pretty
too. Yeah, I
oh
haven't
my
watched it.
Yeah,
god.
but that got turned into some kind of movie or
It's a
It is
show.
series.
so good.
Is a series?
It-
Okay.
You
haven't
gave the
seen
Italian hand. That must be
Yeah.
super fun.
it.
It is such a good show.
Hey!
It's literally it's like an animation of just like super psychedelic and weird things happening while this guy is interviewing people from different planets and galaxies and universes through a computer in his office or in his house.
Hmm. So you want to know something that's similar? Is Archive 81. So instead of aliens, this guy is he's listening to old tapes and then watching old VHSs about what could be a potential cult that used to live in the old apartment that he's like investigating because his dad. I think his dad was like the architect or something of the. But then it goes into a really deep, crazy like cultist like living or possibly like opening gates to like other worlds type shit. It's a really good show. I was really hooked. I literally finished it in a day. That's how good it was. I
Hold
was
on.
like, holy shit.
Lilith, did you watch Lovecraft Country at all?
We watched it together, Dad.
That's right,
Yeah.
you were here.
I saw shit.
And
Whoa.
I have rewatched it several times. I'm
It's so
still
fucking
angry.
good.
I
Really?
canceled.
I love that show.
It was so good. Have you
I forgot when
guys
it came
heard
out.
of the? I'm sorry.
I said I forgot when it came up, but it was when you were here during the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of SCP, the SCP Foundation?
No.
SCP. No.
It's a fictional foundation. It stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. This is why I hate carbonated beverages. All right. It stands for Secure, Contain, Protect, and it's a fictional foundation that's based on containing anomalies throughout the world.
So
So,
the
like-
X-Files.
Kind of,
I
but
just looked it up.
on a
Yeah.
lot more gruesome and far more detailed scale. Like there's like several databases, air quotes, heavy air quotes, entirely based on the files for these SCPs. And some of them are like there's scales and levels to, what needs to be secured, contained, and protected. Like one of them is an unkillable man that like it can range from an unkillable man that just respawns whenever he dies with like no consequences. Like if you kill him, he just pops back up. There's one of them that's just a blob, like a sentient blob that it just radiates a positive feeling to whoever comes into contact with it. And like they've used that to, try and do different tests on more aggressive subjects and to see what their reactions would be if it works on sentient and non-sentient and things like that, all the way up to like, I think it's the indestructible crocodile, I think is what its title is.
What
but
the
it
hell?
has to be contained in like a vat of acid or else it'll just destroy everything.
Every time I think about like when you said unkillable man, my first thought went to how do you kill or how do you stop an unkillable man? My immediate thought was Ninja Scroll. You ever watch Ninja Scroll?
No.
Oh, I own it. I have it in
Ah.
the VHS somewhere.
My oldest. You have to watch Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll's
Watch
very
Ninja
cool.
Scroll.
Even though it's really hard for me to distance Ninja Scroll from fucking Samurai fucking Showdown because it literally looks like
yeah.
Samurai
Jubei,
Showdown, the
yeah.
animated movie,
Yeah, so
like almost identical.
Ninja Scroll
So-
answers the question: if you can't kill a dude, how do you get rid of a dude? It's just like,
Just contain him
yeah, he's contained.
or just keep him in a constant state of agony to the point of dysfunction.
I mean, both.
Yeah.
Like all
I
those
mean,
things.
there's another one. I mean, if you launch him into space, he won't be a problem no more. Just that's what they do to Solomon Grundy. So
I can't believe you haven't. Well, actually, no, I'm not surprised. I would never have wanted to watch Ninja Scroll with you because you were like obviously way younger, but now you're an adult. So yeah, watch Ninja Scroll.
he's like, yeah, get on that.
Yeah, I just don't have like it's watching shows is so difficult for me for some reason. Like I can sit there and binge watch sometimes.
Oh, Ninja Scroll. It's not a show. It's
a
just
movie. Yeah.
Even still, I fell asleep during Coraline.
You are. I know you. You're not gonna fall asleep on this one. You won't.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean like right from the jump, you're gonna be like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been trying to watch, like, I've wanted to watch Coraline for years, and every time
This is not Coraline. This is probably the exact opposite of Coraline. I mean, there's like literally, it rains limbs and blood in like the
lots
first
of blood.
5 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
like you get to watch an entire clan of ninjas
Just
get
get
brutally
cut up.
murdered. They're trying to kill this dude.
Yeah.
They're really trying.
They
and
really
they're
try.
failing.
Yeah. Because he just
that's
goes
also
through
in
'em.
horror movies. If I'm tired, I'm tired. Nothing's keeping me awake.
So okay, just watch Ninja Scroll. I feel like there's certain things that so like your generation, you guys, some of you, a lot of you actually, more than my generation, watch anime, but you don't watch like older anime. And I think
Oh yeah.
I just had to get rid of my Cowboy Bebop wallet.
this is before Cowboy Bebop. See, this is what I'm talking about, ma'am.
Man, it's man.
When did Cowboy Bebop stop airing?
Stop airing. It wasn't even that. It was like 20, not even 20 episodes, like 12 episodes.
When did it stop? When did it stop?
When did it stop? In like the fucking 90s?
Before I was born?
Yeah, but this came out before that. That's what I'm saying. This came out before that, and it's a great, great movie, and you'll like it.
You gotta remember, the stuff that's nostalgic for you didn't exist for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm mentioning it to you now. You'll like it. Definitely watch it. And the thing that's great about that show is that there's a lot of like older animes that don't look that great today. This is not one of them. There's like a bunch of animes from like way back in the day, like
Early
Ghost,
90s.
Yeah, like Ghost in the Shell, another one that looks great still to this day.
Oh yeah, because that was cutting edge back then.
Yeah.
But like watching Astro Boy, that's
Yeah, I'm not gonna recommend that.
Yeah, it's not. At least not the original Astro Boy. Like you can watch the movie. The movie was a few years ago, and it's all CGI anyway.
Also, Ninja Scroll answers the question. Not answers the question, but it rape has consequences. In this,
Wow, really?
No, I mean yes. In this anime, has horrific consequences.
Oh, it is horrific.
I will say, I finally got around to watching like the original '80s The Thing.
Oh,
so good. It's so good.
I've been trying to watch horror movies because I've just like one of the issues with my generation is that we're so utterly desensitized to a lot of shit because everything is thrown at us 24/7 and with like very few, if not any, filters. I mean, like I can open up my Twitter right now and watch straight up porn, but like it's nothing new. So I'm trying so very hard to get through and watch like a bunch of horror movies because it's not scary. Nothing, like it's not terrifying.
No,
like it doesn't hit the same as it should. And jump scares is just bullshit. You're not scaring me, you're startling me.
Yeah, you got to watch some of the good classics. Like some of them are actually the ones that usually are probably terrifying are the ones that have very little jump scares, like The Exorcist. That doesn't have that many jump scares.
I'm a fan of Aliens, even though there's some jump scares. But yeah, that's shit.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
One, yeah, like the fucking chest burster the first time it happened, I was like, God damn,
Yeah,
It's so
everyone was
terrifying.
like, damn. Yeah, everyone's like, what the hell?
Have you guys seen Hereditary?
Yes.
It wasn't that scary.
Yeah, I, didn't- to
It's
me,
ranked
I
as
knew.
one of the
Yeah, I
highest.
knew. Yeah, I mean, to me, it was just like it was definitely disturbing, but I wasn't like terrified. Yeah, I would say for me, the last movie that actually kind of like tripped me out, that actually like kind of gave me the willies was The Ring for some reason. The American version. I didn't see the original one.
Oh, you watched the
I
original?
watched
Wow.
No, I've
I
never seen. I
watched The
didn't.
Ring.
I couldn't get my hands on it.
I watched The Ring in middle school. Like I couldn't.
Oh yeah, no. You got to watch other stuff that's kind of some of the older stuff. Like actually, if you watch A Clockwork Orange,
I
that
will.
one's yeah, that one will mess with your psyche. It's not a horror film either, but it'll get under you.
I will say, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Really?
Back in when I watched The Ring in middle school, that that actually scared me. I couldn't finish watching it,
Hmm,
but
interesting.
I wonder if I can now.
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes you can't go back. I mean, for me, it was Poltergeist. I was a little kid
That
when I
movie was
saw that, and
fucking scary as a little kid,
that
yeah.
was yeah, and it's weird because it's a PG rated movie. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that should not be.
That should not have been PG-13.
Yeah.
Like watching it now, you can see the effects are super dated, but back then, like holy snap! I mean, it can still get under your skin if you take in the story for what it's worth and like appreciate the effects that they did, even though it's like if that movie came out like what, 82 or something. So
Like
yeah, I get it. Um,
like
Go
horror
ahead.
movies with real parasites.
Oh, but there's a
That's
lot of those.
that's what fucks me up. But I mean, like some snails carry a specific parasite that can like
Took over their brain.
reproduce.
Yeah, and their eyes.
Yeah, and it like leaves worms in your eyes and stuff. That shit'll make my skin crawl.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like chest
then you
bursters, eh.
what a chest burster? That's a parasite. Literally a
It's not
parasite.
real though.
I mean, still,
I mean,
it's actually based off
we-
a real insect.
we have parasites.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
You want to know one that it's based off of a real bug. It's like a real like worm, but like it's over exaggerated. Is the movie Swarm? It's actually that's a what's his name? Who's the guy that did the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy? He directed that movie. Why
James
can't I
Gunn?
think of his name? Yes, he directed that movie. He directed Swarm.
Fine,
That's like
yeah.
a pretty good amount of stars in it. Though they're stars now. Like Scarlett Johansson's in it. She's like a teenager in that movie.
You've already sold me.
Yeah, but it's literally about worms. The worms like infest people, and then they just grow, multiply, and they grow so much that you like explode.
Like I'm one of my biggest fears is things getting in my ears.
Mm.
It is very rare that I ever don't have headphones in. Like when I'm at home, I'm safe. I'm fine. But like anywhere else, I always have something in my ears. It bothers me so much, the thought of something getting in my ears. When I was when I lived back with my my grandparents, there was a kid in my neighborhood that had a horsefly actually lay eggs in his ears.
Yeah.
And they grew under his skin. And ever since that, I've been terrified of things getting in my ears. Every time I saw an abnormally large abnormally large fly, because I can't tell just by looking at a fly as it's buzzing past me 100 miles an hour.
But horseflies are usually kind of big, so.
I mean, yeah, still, it got into that kid's ear.
Yeah, because he probably wasn't paying attention. Because it's a fly, and
I mean, he's probably sleeping, but.
or
And
that,
also-
or he just didn't
And
care.
also, are you sure? Did you see it happen? Like, are you sure that really happened?
It was enough to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah,
to this
that's what I'm
day.
saying. It sounds like one of
Wives'
those.
tale?
What's up?
Wives' tale.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the story to be learned about not getting flies in your ears?
I mean, you don't want anything to go inside your ears. I can tell you this because I had a recent ear infection as an adult. Just fucking weird. Yeah, getting shit in your ears sucks. Like really bad. Like, messed me up for like a while.
Like I don't use Q-tip. I just kind of let that shit drain the way it's supposed to, and then I put if I feel like it's getting clogged too much, I put drops of alcohol in my ear.
No, just do it like it's supposed to do. No, you gotta do it naturally. Why are you using drops?
Huh?
You just say you gotta do it naturally. Why are you using drops?
Because I have earbuds in my head most of the time, which is blocking it from draining out.
I use Q-tips, but I actually just recently bought a like a better tool. It's like a water thing that you can put in your ear that flushes all that shit out.
I've heard.
It works fucking fantastically, but you can only use it a couple times a week. So
yeah, alcohol also dissolves earwax, so it just kind of
that's for drinking, man.
Out. Isopropyl. Isopropyl.
I mean,
if you're drinking isopropyl alcohol, I'm sorry. How late stage of alcoholism are you in?
Just means you're cheap.
And dying.
That's all bad.
Just remember, coffins aren't cheap. Dying is expensive.
No, it's not. If you're dead,
no, I mean, because you're dead, you don't care anymore.
Yeah, money has no meaning.
It's the people that are still above ground; they have to take care of it.
Yeah, that sounds like living people's problems.
I mean,
pretty much. Because once you're dead, you're resting forever. You're done. Everything else is all living people stuff. Yeah.
I don't want to put that on someone else.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean, we all go through it. I mean, most people, or a lot. I don't want to say most people, but there's a lot of people who leave instructions on what to do after they pass. A lot of other people, they don't have that. So.
Is that what a will?
No, sometimes a will. Sometimes they have like a. It's not a will, but it's like a. I guess a trust. Trust
yeah,
and a will.
It says, when I die, you burn my body, put me in an urn, then you get sangria, and then you mix the sangria in the urn. There you go, fucking full circle.
There you go, full circle. Drink my ashes.
I would have had good sangria right now.
Yeah.
Drink my ashes, take my power.
Dude, I totally went to go refill that pitcher of sangria and didn't check the fruit before I dumped a whole handle of sangria in there.
Oh, was it moldy?
It was fermenting.
I mean, fermenting's not moldy. Eat that shit.
It tastes like shit with my sangria. It made my whole handle of sangria taste fucking awful.
Oh, so when you're done with like the pitcher of sangria, you got to eat the fruit and then make a new batch.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could put another batch of wine in there.
That shit is spent. Like, pro tip. You got to eat it when it's done.
Well, now I know.
Yeah. And knowing is half the battle. The other half is extreme violence.
Oh my goodness. Wildness. What was I gonna say?
Turn you?
Wait, what?
Are you drinking a high noon?
Yes. Can I return this?
I mean,
if you've already opened it,
thing, you can recycle it.
You turn them, and I'm not sure if it's the same thing in California, if they do it in California, but you can take them back to the grocery store and get your sales tax back.
You can, but nobody fucking does that anymore.
Nobody does that. Yeah, I mean, if you recycle, that's technically getting your stuff back.
Like, what's the sales tax on like a single can?
10% or 10 cents.
What's the cost of a single can of that drink?
I'm still getting 10 cents back. That adds up.
You're getting 10 cents back on that one can?
Yes.
I'm not sure if that's still valid. Hopefully it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead then. Yeah.
It's to the point that at work we have can deposit areas for like when you finish a beverage at work or if you get a drink from the vending machine and somebody, I don't know when, I don't know who, takes them back.
I
gotta look to see if I can get my sales tax back on this.
What?
I know it definitely depends on the state. So
yeah, it usually says the state, but I can't. What the fuck is it? Yeah. Government warnings: don't drink if pregnant. Not pregos. Where's the sales tax?
It's all bad. Every can should list it. Like out here, they listed. They list two things. They list the CRV and the sales tax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of ours do. This
Yeah,
is the
'cause
only can that I've seen that
it's not.
doesn't.
So it's not sales tax. If you're saying you get 10%, you get 10 cents back on a can. That's not sales tax.
Then what money am I getting back?
Not sales tax. Because if it was sales tax, it'd be like, yeah, it'd be more than that. Hopefully, it didn't cost $1.
I mean, you also got to remember your guys' sales tax isn't the same as our sales tax.
Your sales tax is
No,
not 10%.
Yeah.
Your sales tax is not 10%. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, this is from Modesto.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading stuff on the can trying to figure out where, because it's usually listed right here.
Yeah.
But they put this stupid fucking government warning like nobody knows that you're not supposed to drink while pregnant.
I mean, some people don't.
I mean, yeah. Some
Some
Okay.
people
people
follow
still do it.
directions. Yeah.
This might be a hot take, but if something is, quote, frowned upon, like collectively as a whole, we frown upon it, just make it fucking illegal.
It depends on where your collective is.
Yeah, it
Right.
depends on. I mean,
Drinking while pregnant.
For example, if you're fucking your sister, you probably don't know that alcohol is bad for a pregnancy.
Yeah, it's all bad.
I feel like, is there any state where you can legally fuck your sister?
I mean,
No.
it's not legal, but I mean,
It's
people
not
still
legal.
do it.
People still do it.
That's a double frowned upon.
It's not frowned
Yeah.
upon.
Illegal.
Again, ma'am, if the people that you're around are all doing the same thing, it's not frowned upon.
If all your friends are jumping off a cliff, would you do it too?
I mean, some people would.
Some people would.
Those people are idiots.
Yes, that's
I mean-
what I'm trying to get to.
Survival.
Yeah, I mean, why do you think Darwin Awards exist?
Yeah.
I mean,
Made with real vodka. Is there fake vodka?
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, it's probably instead of real vodka, it's probably like
Isopropyl?
what Zima.
I was gonna
No,
say,
like
I was about
what
to say
Zima
that, too.
was. So it's like a
Yeah.
malt. It's like a
Malt,
vodka
yeah.
malt liquor. So that's not. It may taste like vodka, but it's not really vodka because the alcohol by volume is not the same. And the method it's made is not the same either. It's probably not like one of the bases. So there's more. Like before, vodka was usually potato based. Now there's multiple bases now. There's
I
all
thought it
these
was
weird.
grain based.
Well,
It
so
depends on
there's
the-
potato, soy. What's the other one?
Corn.
Corn, the new one, and
Grain made corn.
what's the other one? They're weird, like vegan. Well, I guess soy is the
They're all
vegan one, but
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
well,
rye. Here we go. There's,
Oh,
there's
rye,
rye. Yeah.
rice. There's like a rice one.
There's molasses too. Molasses.
Ugh.
Uh,
I feel like the only people that use molasses now are like old ladies.
no, I mean
That's
people
why
drink
the-
stout beer. Stout
That's
beer
why
is
the
made from
jar
molasses.
has an old lady on it.
Molasses. Guinness isn't for old ladies. That's made with molasses.
I don't know. I've seen some old ladies drink Guinness.
And certain syrups, I believe maple syrup, I think, is made. Certain blends of maple syrup is made from molasses.
It should be just
real maple syrup.
should be made from maple trees, right? Yeah.
It should, but they like
I
blend
I
it
live
with
close enough to
both.
Canada.
It's in the name.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, it is.
I
in
live
the
close
name, but
enough to
they'll
Canada.
make.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Our Canadian listeners are like, what the fuck is that about?
That's so bad.
Can we
That's
put
Now listen here, buddy.
molasses
Listen
and
here,
maple
bucko.
syrup?
If you don't get that fake maple shit out of here, I swear to God.
Fake vodka.
Yeah, it's a deposit, not a
So-
sales tax. There we go. King Arthur, sorry, probably put it in there a while ago. But
Oh, we missed
returning
it.
pop and
Okay.
can bottles used to be gas money back in college for him. That's hilarious. Yeah, and Cake Man, he's in here too. I wonder if Cake
Oh,
Man's down
when
here.
did Cake Man? Oh, he snuck up in here.
Yeah,
Was
he
he been
did.
here this whole
Sorry.
time? Oh, dang. I thought he was in, like, I thought he was out of the country.
CSV
still.
means cash surrender value. Cake Man is coming through. So is King
Coming
Arthur.
through. Coming through.
When you were talking about returning the cans, the CSV is the cash surrender value, and returning them, it's a deposit, not a sales tax. So basically, when you buy your alcoholic beverages or whatever, it's a deposit on the container, and when you return it, it's the cash surrender value. You're surrendering back that container to someone
They'll
else
give you your cash
to
back.
get the cash back. I was gonna say it can't
Oh,
be
it's
sales
on the
tax.
top.
Huh?
She was looking
It's
for
on the
the.
top.
It's on the top.
Okay.
I've been reading this can for so long. It's on the top.
Right on. So now you found it. So there you go.
I can return it. I'm not gonna crush it. Cool.
I wonder who actually. Well, this is the thing. I haven't actually done anything like that in a long time. Because I'm older.
haven't
and
recycled
now I
in a
make
long
money.
time?
I mean, I recycle, but I don't recycle for like money. You know?
Oh, it's actually. I mean, if I'm gonna recycle, I might as well get me something back. You know, why not?
Can I get
I
booze
mean,
back?
Can you get what back?
Booze back. I mean, that's what they should do.
I mean, if you stick your
they should
finger
give
in
you a
your
shot of
throat,
vodka.
you might be able to, like, you know, get that back. I'm
that's a
just saying.
condition.
I'm just saying.
Wait, it says. Can I only return this in California?
It should say if it doesn't say MI somewhere on that can, then just recycle it. Nobody's gonna give you shit for it.
We don't have recycling here. I mean, like in Michigan we do, but here I don't have recycling.
Okay.
I would
That's
have
all
to
bad.
take it to a distribution center or not distribution center, a recycling center to be able to recycle it. And I don't even know where a recycling center is here. I would have to
Oh.
take it there. That's a waste of my gas, and I'm not getting any money back. So no, I'm just gonna take it down to the mire. And
You know, the Meyer. I don't know what that is, but
grocery
that
store.
sounds okay. Oh yeah.
There
So
is.
I've actually never
there,
been to.
There
that
is one in Novi. It's called the City of Novi Recycling.
You wanna know something funny?
Hmm.
You know what Novi means?
It's no something. I forget what Vi means. Is that in Espanol?
probably a-
ma'am?
No, it's probably an
Huh?
Indian name.
No.
It's not Indian.
It's
Or
Roman
native. I'm sorry, native. Should be native.
Roman numerals. The 5th train station in Michigan.
Okay.
Number
What was
5.
before? It's not the 5th. That'd be the 6th.
6th. We've done this before. It's the
Yes,
6th.
we have.
1, 2,
It
3,
was
4,
the
5th.
But yeah, they changed the name of the city from station number 6 to Novi.
It also means I did not see in Spanish.
You know what? That fits pretty well for Novi.
Because I know Nova means no go.
Oh yeah.
Is that why
Really?
the Nova station or the Nova system in Guardians of the Galaxy is nowhere?
Maybe, but also why
Maybe.
why the Chevy Nova did not sell well in Mexico.
I mean, nowhere in Guardians of the Galaxy is it's actually celestial. It's a dead celestial.
Also, a Nova is a celestial thing. So
Yeah.
the
It's also
Nova
an
Core.
explosion.
Yeah, it's the Nova Core.
Oh yeah, Nova Bomb. That sounds super crazy. But yeah, I mean, we're out here giving out these educationals before Turkey Day. Yeah.
My turkey
That's
day is
what it's all about.
Saturday, so I don't
Really?
really-
Wait a minute.
yeah, I'm hosting Saturday.
Wait, you don't,
Oh.
ma'am?
Sir,
Oh, you could have came out here.
I could have. Do you know how expensive flights are?
I mean, somebody could have helped you.
I mean, I'm still hosting anyway.
I mean,
and I was just there.
but you're hosting on Saturday.
I was just there.
You were just there, but you only saw me. Like, everybody's mad at me because they didn't get to see you. They're mad at me, not you.
That's so funny. That's awesome. But I mean, oh my goodness, the craziness on this. It's like it's kind of weird, but we've gotten into like family not innuendo, but family like not inside jokes, but just like little
Dynamic.
nuances. Yeah, little nuances between the families. Nobody knows. I was like, what are they talking about? Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
inside. I want to say inside jokes, but it's not. Oh, maybe.
Oh yes, sorry. Cakeman is here tomorrow. And he'll be at Prodigy's tomorrow.
Oh,
Awesome.
he's in town.
I
Okay.
haven't seen him or his twins or his wife, like in his whole family, in like well over a year. It's been a minute.
I haven't seen him since probably the wedding.
Oh wow. Actually,
Yeah, that's probably the last time I saw him.
that's probably not the last time I saw him, but maybe. It's been a while.
Yeah. It's been a long minute for me.
It's so weird because
Or
we
actually,
used
there might have been one other time when there was like a gathering and I saw him and his wife, but I'm not. I know it was probably like brief, real brief, because I think I showed up late.
we used to all hang out so much. It was kind of crazy. Like when I first came back from Iraq, we had like the whole like really tight knit group. We used to hang out and have parties at my place in Union City like all the time.
Yeah, we'd be at your house like once a week,
Yeah,
or
I miss
sometimes
that
every
shit.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is he a
There'd be
relative?
always an event.
You see what?
Is he a relative?
Technically, yes.
Yes.
Twice actually. So he's Prodigy's wife's brother, and also my
She's
sister's
a brother?
and also my sister's wife's brother. So yeah.
So you probably know him better as Luke Cage, because that was like his that is his nickname. I'm
I know who you're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah.
sorry. Luke Cage is
The Midori cake guy.
yeah, cake man.
I think the
Cake
last
man
time I
himself.
saw him was at a pool.
At a pool. Oh.
We were at. He hosted a party at a pool that was like a part of his complex.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
Super Bowl, right? Maybe.
I don't know what it was for. I
Yeah.
just remember there being water.
Okay.
Water
That's,
and lots of children in a confined space, so it makes sense that it was a pool for me.
Okay. Oh, all right. It's getting to that mark.
It
Should
is.
we start wrapping it
I
up?
have to edit.
Wait,
And I
you
gotta
do have
get
to edit?
tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And I get up tomorrow
Okay.
and do jujitsu. So yeah.
All right, for sure. All right, so we're gonna wrap the show up. So I'll start with Lilith. What do you got going on top of your Thanksgiving plans? What are you getting into? What kind of smut are you reading? What are you getting?
I'm on the second book of this series. It is a fantastic series. Hold on, let me not cover up this wonderful artist's name. I might go Black Friday shopping. I'm not entirely sure yet, because Black Friday deals have been sucking ass lately. So
Oh, maybe for you.
Right? Oh yeah, because you purchased something. You had to come up.
I'll talk about it in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, plus there's not a lot of stuff that I really need anyway. But and I'm pretty sure Squishables isn't doing a sale, and I already have most of the stuff that I want anyway. But yeah, besides Thanksgiving, don't really think I have much else going on. So
Okay.
I might get a promotion at work, but that's pretty much it.
Also, quit your
I
job.
mean, that's
I'm
kind
just
of
saying.
that's kind of that's kind of a big thing. But congratulations, provided ahead of time. Congratulations ahead of time. Before
I am like first up in line for this promotion, and it would be a brand new part for a brand new production part that I've already been working on. So I am the most qualified for this. So hopefully they, give that to me. So.
I hope you get it.
yeah,
Me
there's
too.
hoping you do get it.
And they pay you more. Not just that you
Oh
get the
yeah,
job, that you pay.
I'm so happy. If I can get
Yeah.
out of Tenneco, I just went out of Tenneco.
All right.
But-
So Cronus, what you got going on top of your Turkey Day festivities? What you getting into? Yeah, I know you want to really talk about your Black Friday comeuppance. So
Yeah, so we're moving on Saturday into a new place. So the next time you see this podcast, my background will be drastically different and probably more neat. So actually, the new place that we bought, there was no blinds in the entire house, which is fucking weird. So I had to buy all new blinds today, and so I went to my favorite place to buy blinds, blinds.com. We are not sponsored by blinds.com, but I'll give them a shout out because in the last house that we got, I bought a bunch of blinds from them, and they did a fantastic job. Like, I literally went online, gave the measurements, and everything fit exactly to my windows, like all my windows. There was not one single fuck up, and it was great. And so I went to the same place today to do my measurements to buy new blinds, and I saved around $1,000 because of Black Friday deals. Probably a little bit more than that. So
right
yeah.
on.
so I got all the blinds that I needed, including the like vertical ones for the sliding glass door, which is fucking big. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it. But for the meantime, I will have no blinds in my house for a couple of weeks, which is going to be quite odd.
That's it. Yeah, that's gonna be weird. This sun's gonna be hitting real different.
I'm just going to go ghetto and just put some fucking sheets up
Put it, yeah.
until the
Yeah.
HOA complains.
That sucks. I can't stand HOAs. I'm sorry.
I can't either, but you know this. This is not a good time to buy a house, and so I had to buy a townhouse, which is not ideal for my lifestyle, but it's okay. Like we'll make it work for a couple of years, and then I think after this place we'll get our forever home. But we needed somewhere to move into.
Right on.
Other than that, I'm really looking forward to seeing my family. I didn't know Cake Man is here. I look forward to seeing him. I look forward to seeing his twins. Look forward to seeing my brother and his family tomorrow. My sister and my sister-in-law, and a whole bunch of other family members that I haven't seen in a while. And for my youngest to see like family members that she has not ever seen before. So yeah, I have a lot of shit.
For her.
What's up? Yeah,
It's gonna be wild.
yeah. I think she's gonna have fun with Cake Man's kids because they're sort of near her age, sort of, pretty close, if I remember correctly.
Right on.
Yeah, but they're boys,
Yeah,
and she's like, boys are gross, so whatever.
That's good.
So far,
Right.
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far. Well, yeah. As for me, I'm gonna try to enjoy my turkey day, but I actually have to work for a few hours, and then I'm gonna go to a friend's house. I'm actually gonna go see family the following week, and then I'm actually going to Vegas the week after that. So,
Oh, what are you gonna do in Vegas?
everyone from across the country that's like lives out of state, we're all gathering in Vegas. So it's like a big, like, mini reunion, or actually fairly big reunion. Like everyone's coming out, we're all meeting. Some of us have had some hardships throughout the year, so we're all gonna kind of like console, reset, and enjoy some time. Some of the people are going to there's a Raiders game that Sunday. Some people are going to that. We're going to a couple of like dinners and stuff. It's just a big like hangout, So, and a lot of families going, a lot of friends, so it should be pretty interesting. So, should be pretty cool. But yeah.
All right, take us
all
out
right.
here, on Ninja.
So you just experienced Black and Black times Infinity, the dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with B's and BTI. It's BTHANBTI. Anywhere you consume your podcast. Like I said, in the middle, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30 Pacific-ish on YouTube. You can check us out live. You can actually join us in the chat, ask us questions, and be a part of the discussion. We have a Discord. Let us know you want to join by emailing us at bnbti@gmail.com. Check out our official website, binheadproductions.com/bnbti.
All right.
Out.
Thanks, Lilith. We're out of here.
Bye.